Greetings everybody, it's always a pleasure to have you back here. And of course, what we do here is talk about the forex market, talk about the commodities market, talk about the cryptocurrency market, talk about all the markets. Once you know how to trade, you can trade any instrument of choice, right? Great. So if you're a first timer, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and of course comment in the section below and let's help you out, right? So now Bitcoin, and of course we won't get tired of talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as we all know, for a long time has been bullish, has been pushing higher and higher, and then it made new highs over here. And then we're expecting with this movement here, we're expecting it to break lower and then drop. But then what happened? It pushed back to these highs to retest. Now if you ask me, this here definitely was a trap, trying to trap the buyers and trying to look for the breakout traders. And of course they are most likely crying now. Now when the market opened, as Sunday opened, we had a gap, and of course we already called the gap. And of course when this gap came about, we had some questions to ask. We said, will the market continue to push higher? Will it test back these highs of 57k, or will it close the gap, right? And you can see obviously from the questions that we posed earlier, you'll obviously be able to see which one it did. We said, will it close the gap? What will be the situation over here? And then if you look very well, what happened? What did the market do? The market did what? The market simply closed the gap over here. Now the interesting thing now is that after closing the gap, now what are we expecting, right? If you look very well, you'll be able to see some mini pockets of resistance and then support. So that means that these areas here are very, very important, right? These areas here are very, very important. And if we have another retest of this area, look, trust me, I'm going to sell Bitcoin and I'm going to hold until it gets back to about 41k, right? Because 41k is yet to be fully tested. It's still yet to be fully tested properly, right? And don't forget, we're in a bullish market, but even though in a bullish market, you can look at it from another time frame to have a different perspective. And that's just what I'm doing. Obviously, a lot of people have been saying that this Bitcoin is overbought, it's time to sell. And of course, if you look at it from another time frame, the daily time frame, of course, you should be able to see divergence over here without using any of the RSIs, MACDs, or those oscillators. You should be able to see divergence here. So what are we now expecting? For me, if you ask me, I'm expecting this time around, let's see whether the sellers will be able to sustain this down move after closing the gap. Let's see whether they'll be able to sustain the gap, the down move, right? Because we have fresh sellers coming into the market over here. So let's see what happens. This is what I'm paying attention to now, and I would like to see the market drop further down. You can see if it comes back to retest here, then it could look like a sort of head and shoulders pattern, where we could call this the left shoulder, the head, and then probably here would be the right shoulder. And if you look very well, if you're conversant with the QM, the Quasimodo pattern, then you might just see the Quasimodo pattern showing over here, right? And let's see how it goes. I'm very much interested in this, and let's see whether we could get our pattern and then drop some more. Of course, people are expecting to buy, but they are not saying what the market is trying to tell them, right? So this is just a quick one. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and of course comment in the section below. What instrument would you like us to talk about? What's your take on the Bitcoin? Where do you see the Bitcoin in the half of 2021 or at the end of 2021? That would be a very interesting question. Some people are calling for 100k. Well, I really don't know about that. Let's see how things go. Some people are calling for 41k we have here, and even about 30k. So let's see how it goes. Thank you everybody, and of course till we meet again, enjoy the rest of your day and goodbye. Thank you.